I'm back again with another video. Today is more of a serious topic, so if you don't mind, just keep playing and keep listening, and you might hear something that's beneficial to you. Don't forget to follow on my social media accounts, subscribe to my YouTube channel, comment down below, and don't forget to leave a like and let me know what other topics you all want to hear. So today, I'm going to, as you can tell by the title, I'm a little sick, I think, or whatever. But anyways, as you can tell by the title, I'm going to be talking about domestic violence and ways you can get out of them. And I'm going to be telling you all my experience with domestic violence and how I got out of this situation. Okay, so back in 2016, I met this guy, and he was cool. Well, I been knew him for a while. I had a little crush on him back in high school, but I never said nothing to him. So when he hit me up, I was like, wow, this what you call, So of course, like, let me see what he talking about. So at the beginning, he was so nice, so cool, blah blah blah, and then we ended up getting in a relationship. So later on down the line, probably about a month and a half maybe, I found that he was texting some girl that I was already kind of sort of beefing with, but not really. And so I found he was texting her, and she was just so happy to tell me that my nigga was in her inbox, blah blah blah. So anyways, I ended up forgiving him, end of the story. And so later on, about 2 months into the relationship, I had replied to a dude, and I was like, LOL. He was talking about the good times we had or something like that. And I was like, LOL, yeah, that was good, but I'm in a relationship now, type stuff like that. So he saw the message because he used to have my phone all the time for whatever reason. I never had his phone because I don't, for what. So anyways, yeah, when he seen that message, he got mad or whatever, and told me I was a hoe and that I ain't gonna never be shit and blah blah blah, and yeah. So after that, I say about 2 months later, 4 months into the relationship, that's when the abuse started. Well, the physical abuse, as you can see, what it is, verbal abuse that I already started. Okay, but anyways, yeah. So the physical abuse started probably about 4 months in. I don't really remember what the situation was, but I should have left like the first time he did that, but I didn't, because I forgave him. I was like, I had never been in this situation before where somebody hit me or whatever, in a violent way or whatever. So I didn't really know what to do, and so he was like, he won't do it no more. I was like, cool, but I still kind of had my guard up, because I was always told to not believe when somebody say they're not gonna hit you again. So he waited for probably about 2 or 3 more months before he did it again. I remember a couple times. Well, I remember like the worst times was one time he took me to like an abandoned house. He had me butt naked. He took me to an abandoned house, and he was like he was gonna kill me or whatever. So he had picked up like a 4x4. He was supposed to hit me over the head with it, but he didn't. And blah blah blah. The next time, because at this point I was scared to leave him, because of course he had already threatened me and told me he was gonna kill me if I leave, and blah 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 blah. So the next worst moment that I had was the last time that I came in contact with him while we was in a relationship. That was our last day together and everything. Last day, anything. So yeah, he had came and picked me up. And I had just got the shower, smelling good, whatever, for him. And so he was like, what you get in the shower for before I come? That looks suspicious. You must with another nigga, something like that. He said, I ain't been around you all day. I said, that's you that haven't been around me all day. You been doing whatever you been doing. He said, so he got mad off of it. So I'm saying, nah, you been effing another nigga, and that's why you got in the shower. You ain't getting no shower for me, blah, blah, blah. So we drove off, got to his house. He was like, so you got something to tell me? I was like, no, which I didn't. I never cheated on him and nothing like that. I texted another dude, but it wasn't on no sexual stuff. It was I needed somebody to vent to from a dude perspective, because I didn't tell my parents or nothing like that, of course. So I was like, well, what should I do? Now he was like, you just need to leave. You need to tell somebody. Just give me advice. I was like, okay. So anyways, the dude, he had found out about it, I guess, some type of way. He probably had one of those apps on my phone where you can see my text messages, because he had my phone way more than I had it. And even when I was around, I didn't even have my phone. And if I did, it'd be like to play games on it or something like that. So anyways, so yeah, that night he got mad. He was the maddest I think I ever seen him. So blah blah blah, he ended up punching me a couple times, and I knocked out for a minute, and then I woke up and he was still mad, still going on about this and that. We was in the car at the time, so he told me to get out, go to the backyard, and I was like, you just take me home, I'm just gonna go home, blah blah blah. Of course he didn't let me go home, so he had me on the ground. He was like stomping me and stuff like that, and he was telling me I'm gonna die tonight and stuff like that. So I was praying to God, I was like, well, if I do die, I'm just gonna pray and stuff like that. And we end up going in the house at some point. And he was still hitting on me or whatever, asking me this and that. I don't really remember. I really wasn't listening. Because at that point, I was like, if you gonna kill me, gonna kill me. Why you still, you know what I'm saying? And so anyways, his mama came in there. She was a very weak woman when it came to, that, like, if, just say if my daughter was, and my son was beating on another girl, I would, of course, tell her to leave him or whatever, or try to get her help, or tell her parents or something, even though that's your child is causing harm, and your child gonna end up dead or in jail. Because what if, they give back to the wrong person and then they come and kill him or something like that? So you want to take precaution and try to tell the girl, or try to talk to the girl, tell her to leave, instead of telling her, well, he has problems and his daddy left at a young age. Girl, what? My daddy left at a young age, and he has never hit my mom. So I'm trying to see what's going on here. And if he did, I ain't know nothing about it, and he don't do it no more. If he have ever, but I have never heard of my dad hitting my mom. And there's so many people in my family, me especially, their dad wasn't in their life, or left, or just didn't want no dealings with them. They don't even know who their dad is, and they turned out to be great men, great working men, family, children, wife, happy life, money, everything successful. All these rappers successful, celebrities successful, never met their dad, never had a relationship with their dad. So I didn't want to hear that. So anyways, blah blah blah. Anyway, they end up coming to get my mom, and then my mom and them came over there. He called the police. I didn't want to press charge because I was still scared of him at that point. So then I ended up riding home with him and his mom, and they brought me home. So he was hitting on me while I was in the car with her and him, blah blah blah. I got home, and then I supposedly went to work that morning, but I didn't because him. So I was like, my face was all bruised up and swollen and stuff like that. And so I ended up never going back to that job, basically. And so really after that, I just told him, I was like, we not getting back together. The shit you did was uncalled for. Like, just move on. I don't want you. I don't love you, or I've been stopped loving you a long time ago. So I just really been in this relationship just because you had me scared for my life, when at the end of the day I should have told somebody, just so you know, I probably could have been out of a relationship a lot sooner than what I was. And yeah, I did have my daughter, and my daughter did come out of the relationship. I just wish that, I mean, sometimes I just wish that I could have got the same child with someone else, you know what I'm saying, at the time, or it's the same child at a later date, like when I actually meet my husband, or actual respectful guy or whatever. But that's the only thing good that came out of the relationship, along with me learning to kind of read people. Like when they start doing this, that means you need to go ahead, go. Because I don't stop talking to dudes just by how they talk, or you know what I'm saying, or how they talk about another female. But like nah, we ain't gonna work. And so, yeah, you know, and it was just a whole messed up, the worst 2 years of my life gone down the drain. I don't think, like I said, I don't think good came out with my daughter. And even with that, my daughter was in the hospital for 360 days because, you know, I had her early and my placenta wasn't delivering all the nutrients to her, so she had stayed in the hospital for 360 days. So all the while that was going on, I was dealing with abuse at home, you know. So it was just like, I was at that point, I was like, I mean, if you gonna kill me, go on do it, but you shouldn't think like that. Because at one point I was like, is either I'm gonna die or you gonna die, which one of us gonna kill each other? Because at this point I don't care. And but I said all that to say, if you are in an abusive relationship, or if you ever get in an abusive relationship, even if it's verbal abuse, that's just the beginning of it, you know. And if somebody tells you or degrades you, or trying to put you down in any way, just try, you know, to leave. Like, try to leave at that point, because it's only gonna get worse. Whether it stays verbal or not, or never goes to physical, the verbal abuse is going to get worse, and he's gonna eventually have you believing what he's telling you. Or even males that go through abuse, she's gonna eventually have you believing what she's telling you. Abuser, a verbal abuser, or physical abuser, or mental abuser, you know, somebody that gets, you know, in your head or whatever, and they gonna keep going until they, you know, can get you at that mental state they want you to be. They want you to be submissive to them and their demands, and when to come home, and when to leave from around your family and stuff like that, and who you can hang with, and who you can talk to, and you know, just things like that. And it's gonna eventually come. They're gonna feel like, well, this not working, so let me put my hands on it, or this not working, so let me just go and kill them, because what's the point of them being here for me? Some people just don't care. They have nothing going for their lives so much. Their life is so meaningless to them that they will kill you and go to prison for the rest of their life and not care. Or they'll kill you and kill themselves because they don't care about their life. So yeah, like I was just saying that, you know, tell somebody, or if you're in too deep already, just like I said, you know, get some help. Tell somebody, make reports. If you feel like he gonna come back, or she gonna come back after she got out of jail, just get you a gun, or get you a blade, or get you something that's gonna protect you. For if this person comes after you, you'll have something to protect you. Or just have somebody to know, or somebody that can take you to work, or, you know, or something like that. There's somebody that'll protect you. Whether it's your dad, whoever, just try to have somebody to protect you at all times, and until it kind of blows over. But don't ever, if you were to ever get out of a domestic violence relationship or anything, don't ever forget that person. Don't ever turn your back and feel like this person ain't gonna do nothing because it's been this many years, or it's been this many months, or blah blah blah. Don't ever feel like that, because you never know if that person is so mentally disturbed that they will put their hands on you and degrade you and try to take your life, or talk about taking your life, or anything like that. They probably will never forget that, or they probably still gonna hold a grudge against you, because you got so strong, you got above them and you left. Or you got above them and you said no more. Or, you know, like I said, sometimes you have to end up choosing, is it my life or their life? Which one is more important to me? And if at that point you choose your life, I mean, sometimes it just ends like that. And instead of you see so many things that end with the person, the abuser killing the victim. So, I mean, I don't feel like that's the answer, but I would much rather see the victim killing the abuser, you know, or I don't know if I can say killing on YouTube, but if not, I'm sorry. But anyways, I would much rather see the victim taking the life of the abuser instead of vice versa, because it's just so stupid. Why would you take someone's life because they don't want you no more, or take someone's life, but even if they cheated on you, why would you take someone's life? Because of it, just leave. You know, what's the point? You can find someone better. You don't want them, and clearly they don't. Clearly they don't want you. So why would you even? You paid the cost. You paid the cost of your life just to take their life. Now you don't have life, and neither do they. So nobody won. Nobody won in the situation. So what did you get out of it? It's a prison sentence, which is most likely a life sentence, and three cold meals a day, and some cold coffee maybe. That's all you got out of it. Nothing more, nothing less. So I'm just here. So if you are going through something like this and you see this video, I mean, you know, my social media sites are down below, and I can try to, you know, tell you some things to do, or try to give you some advice, or, you know, just be a listening ear, or just be your record book. I be like, well, she sent me, you know, you can send me pictures of the abuse, and I keep them, and when the time comes, if you ever need them, then, or if anything was to happen to you, I would anonymously leak your pictures to the police. No lie. I will actually send your pictures to the police anonymously, just to show them that this has been going on, and y'all need to lift his sentence from second-degree murder to capital murder, because it had already been going on. Or you need to add on domestic violence or something like that to that case, just to get them to be in prison for a longer time. Or even if you don't die and you end up in the hospital, and then he goes to jail for this, and then I would still send the pictures anonymously to the police, just to get him more time in jail, just to give you a little more of a peace of mind for a longer time. Some people do go under other names and have to change their names and move away, and sometimes if it take that, I know people don't want to do that. Like, why would I change my whole life or throw my whole life away for this person? But I mean, you got to choose between whether you want to have a life, or do you want to, you know, be selfish and be like, well, I'm not going nowhere because blah blah blah. Do you have a plan though? I mean, and then sometimes even if you were to take the life of that person, or even the victim, like, who's going to come after you? You know, if I take the life of an abuser, is any of their people going to come after me? Or if they take my life, they got to worry about my people coming after them, because it will happen, you know. And you just got to think about a lot of stuff, but you got to, whatever type of situation you're in, you got to learn how to analyze it and be like, well, if I did this, or maybe this is the way that I should take out, or you should just, you know, sometimes you just got to go ghost and just go. But I thank God that I didn't have to go that far as to going ghost or whatever, but I'm glad that it ended when it ended, and I'm glad. I was hoping that it would have ended earlier, but, you know, I'm glad it ended either way. So I just wanted to tell you all my story, and hopefully I can inspire somebody and reach somebody that's going through this, and let you know that somebody's there. I'm here if you need me, or if you need to talk, or send pictures, or just have any type of evidence, just in case if you do think something going to happen to you, that I can, you know, I can help you, and I can be like, yeah, this happened, you know, but I do it anonymously, but still I'll be like, yeah, this happened, or something like that. But yeah, that's all I came here to say, y'all. I supposed to been at work at 2, It's I went in. I actually went in at 2. It's 2:52 now. So they called me at 2:30. Was like, you can go home. Come back at 8 instead of 6 in the morning. Instead of 2 to 12. So I'm like, okay. So now I'm almost 3. So I have 5 hours to just chill. Even though so that's my second day getting up for no reason. I just got off at 6 this morning. Had to get right back up at 12:30. I went to sleep at like 7 or something this morning. So I got like 5 hours of sleep, give or take. But yeah, yesterday I woke up because I had an appointment, my annual, so I get tested and the swab and stuff like that. But they canceled it. They was like, they're gonna send me my appointment in the mail. I'm like, what? So this is the second day of me getting up for nothing. So I don't know what's going on. But anyways, yeah. If my video inspires you in any type of way, comment down below. Like I said, you can inbox me on any of my social media, Facebook, Instagram, Snapchat. It don't matter, but not Snapchat. Well, you can do it on Snapchat, but if you're trying to send me something that I need to keep, then you need to send it like on Instagram or something like that. But yeah, that's about it. And just comment down below if I did a good job, or comment down below what other topics you all want me to speak on. I'm kind of sick, y'all. I don't think it's the corona, but I think it's like me being in that cold room, in that cold hospital for 12 hours at a time. It's just getting to me. So, and I've been taking vitamins. I bought me some zinc the other day, so I'm gonna go in here and take that. So yeah, but okay. See y'all next time. Thanks for watching Vlogs with Tisha, and I'll be back. Peace out.